Welcome back everyone. In this lecture we'll be learning about default arguments. Now learning the concept of default arguments is very important. So before we learn that, you must understand why we need it. So I'll explain to you the need of default arguments with a very simple example. We are going to use a real world example. Suppose you have made yourself a game, you have made a game and you have uploaded it to Steam, Amazon and all sorts of online markets. Suppose it's on Amazon and a customer comes in and he likes your game and he wants to buy it. He wants to buy one for himself, one for 3 other friends of his. So he comes in, he selects the number of copies as 4. Assuming that our game price is $40, he selects 4 copies. He can immediately see that the total price has changed to $160. Great, right? We have written a very small program for that. We have defined a function price and it receives in a variable qty and it will print qty into 40, which 40 is the price for one game, one copy. So in this case the user has entered 4, so he will get something like this. Price is $160. Suppose the customer is in a hurry, he's very excited about buying your game. He forgets to enter the quantity. That means he forgets to enter the number of copies. So in this case, what would happen? We'll run this. You can see that we get an error because there is no quantity entered. So what will we do? So how can we solve this problem? There must always be a default argument, a default value in case the user forgets to enter his input. In most cases, whenever we are buying something, most people would be looking to buy just one quantity, right? One copy of it. So the default value should be 1. In case the user forgets to enter the quantity or number of copies, the default value should be 1. So how can we do that? It is very simple. I will show you how. Here is our function definition and we have provided that qty will be the variable that we are going to use inside the function. So to give it a default value, all you have to do is inside this bracket qty equal to 1. In this case it's 1 because 1 will be our default value. Now let's run this. You can see that it works and we get an output price is equal to $40. So even if the user forgets to enter the quantity, he will still be able to move forward. So I think you understood the need of default arguments. I'll explain again how to give a default value. So in this function definition, usually we just give in the variable name, right? Now we are also giving, in this case, we are also giving the default value of that variable. That means we are giving the variable equal to 1. So in case no other value is provided to this function, it will operate with this 1. Now we have already, if the user has entered 4, we still get 160 because we have a value for qty. So in cases where there is no value for qty, it will treat 1 as the value. So this way, even if your customer forgets to enter the quantity, you can still move on because the quantity by default will be 1. So I think default arguments are clear to you. So that is all about this lecture. I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you and have a great day.